For the last few months, I've tumbled chert. A lot of chert. And I've tracked its progress week after week. Now, some are finally polished. This is Chronicling Chert. First up, a piece of chert that I cut. After a week, this little sliver is looking much smoother. There's still a few spots that need more time. One more week in the barrel, and I think it's ready to move on. There's not too much difference after running it through the medium grit, although it does feel quite a bit smoother. After the fine grit, though, you can start to see some of the shine poking through. But boy, just wait. Once it's polished, man, does this one shine. Just look at those red, spidery veins running through one side. And then that grayish-blue color really accents the red well, I think. Now, let's look at how the larger piece did. There's a whole lot more going on with this rock. 1 week in, and it's definitely starting to smooth out, but there are a lot of little nicks all over it. Some of those nicks look very surface level, but if you look closely, there are some that are definitely deeper crevices that are going to take more time to grind out. After 2 weeks, you can tell those chip spots are just about gone. And those deeper crevices, they seem to be smoothing out as well. By 3 weeks, it's really looking great, but these little bruises really need some more time to grind down. It's getting really close now after 4 weeks, but I think I'm going to give it just 1 more week. All right, 5 full weeks in the barrel. That must be enough, right? Let's see. The medium grit went really well. You always wonder, could I have gotten it a little bit more perfect? But some rocks just won't be perfect. After the fine grit, I know this one's not going to be perfect. You can see some little cracks. But even though it isn't perfect, it did polish really well. I mean, look at that shine. It looks like maybe some polish got trapped in some tiny holes in the rock. Hopefully I'll be able to get those out. But even if I don't, the shine that this took is just incredible. All right, let's do another one. We'll see how this muddy one turns out. The first week in rough grit reveals some nice colors, but there are some areas on this rock that I'm a little bit nervous about. The V shape up at the top is smoothing out well, but there's still this area here that's not getting much action. Even with 3 weeks, it's still a pretty deep crevice. 4 weeks in, and I think I'm going to have to call this one. Time to move on to the next stage, or there just won't be much rock left in the end. I'm glad I moved it on, even with that imperfection, because it's already shiny after the medium grit. The fine grit brings a bit more gloss, but things really start to shine after the polish. I think I made the right call with this one. I love these 3, but boy, there are so many more where these came from. So stay tuned for more exciting episodes of
Chronicling Chert.